I remember our first call like it was yesterday. You're like totally in a great place. It's so nice to see.
And I got to tell you, I was skeptical because I had done other stuff like this. And I went, man, do I really need to do this? But if you're serious about finding that one person so you can have, a nice life with someone that you want to, yeah,
Yeah.
totally worth it, hands down.
David,
Yes.
I'm loving your results. I'm loving your story, and I think your story could help so many people. I would love to just like hear from you where you were at before emlovz and where you're at now after being in the program for a while, and a little bit about your journey kind of right when you met us and then in between when you decided to enroll in our program.
Absolutely, sure. So, yeah, it was a couple of years ago that I originally talked to Tom, and I was between a couple different programs, and I did not enroll in the emlovz program at that time.
Yeah.
And I chose a different program, and I've been in the, I don't know, self-help, dating, learning space for quite a while, and there's a lot of good stuff out there, but it wasn't bringing me really that person that I can call my partner.
Mm.
So, there's a lot of other ones that'll say, hey, we're going to get you abundance and this and that, and you do this and that, and everything's going to work out for you. But it really, I don't know, it kind of seems like a lot of time wasting, at least for me. I'm a professional. A lot of my time is focused on my business. So I really was valuing finding a partner. So when I came across emlovz again, by this time I had taken a couple different courses. I'd done probably 1,000 cold approaches, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I'm really just not got results off of that. That's fine, but not like partner quality material. So the thing that did it for me, like I've told you guys, is Tom said, well, hey, you contacted us again, and you
It's been a
talked to
year
your
and a half,
question.
bro.
Yeah, yeah, that was it. Been a
And
year
you're
and a half.
in the
And kind of
same spot you were, right? And
yeah.
anyway, I'm glad you signed up. So tell us how it went for you, how the program worked.
It was good. I mean, the curriculum was straightforward. There was a lot of material that, was not unfamiliar, but I think it was more so the mindset that you guys instilled of finding a partner, not just anybody or not just like a wide variety of people. It's finding that partner. I think that's what did it for me. I think I had a baseline of skills, which helps, but when you work at it and then you actually just take the practical steps and watch all the videos and do the work, you'll get the result. I got mine a little bit quicker than maybe some, but everybody's got their own path. So
How fast was it for you?
I don't know, less than 3 months.
When did you get in a relationship officially?
It's funny because I started talking to Jen. I started talking to her beginning of August. So
Hmm.
officially, probably late September. So two
Wow,
months.
Okay.
that's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
What did you find most helpful, I guess? Because you were a VIP member, so you did some private calls, the Facebook group, the group calls. Like, what did you get the most value out of? What did you feel like really moved the needle for you?
The weekly calls were great. M's the way that you do the VIP, like it's nice to go first and have a little extra time, but you weren't super stringent on, oh, okay, next person, right? It's like felt like nice, real rapport. You guys really helped. Thomas, you were always messaging like, hey man, do we got you? Do you feel like you're making progress? Stuff like that. That was always good. The Facebook group just to, put a question in there, whether it's how do I respond to this text or hey, there's this whole big thing. What do you guys think? You
Yeah.
guys responded pretty quickly. And I think the other biggest thing too that I remember is what you should look for in a partner, especially when you're becoming serious, is it should be easy.
Mm.
And that was the thing that always sticks with me and makes me just want my person even more. So,
That's awesome.
Oh, I
yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
So good. Well, congratulations, David. We're so excited for you. And I already asked this question earlier, but you said you met her on Hinge.
Yep.
Hinge, yeah.
So the dating apps work. Yeah.
There's so much going on right now about all these articles every week. Dating apps don't work anymore. They suck. But it just seems like every week somebody in our program says that they found a relationship, and then we ask them how they met, and it's usually always an app.
Yeah.
Well, I think you guys, this is another thing too. There's so many helpful things, but this is another thing too. The way that you help set up the actual profile, meaning, this should be your first, your first picture should look something like this. Make it about yourself. And then you give good feedback on, what to include, what not to include. That part was super helpful because the reason my now girlfriend, when we were first starting to go on dates, she's like, I matched with every single one of your prompts, and I was like, wow, we should definitely go out. So
that's the power.
That's
the power of the dating apps are such great tools when you know what to do with them.
Yep.
I mean, who knows if you would have found her otherwise.
It's nice to pepper in some in-person stuff for sure. I mean, I did all my dating in person, but what are the chances that you're going to go to, for example, a speed dating event and have somebody have that much commonality with you?
Yeah.
What are the odds?
It's not high. I think it's good to do. It's good that another thing that led to the success, it's good if you have a baseline social foundation. And I think that's what a lot of the other courses, if I'm going to get any value from them, helped with, but then once you have that, to your point, you're not going to find, more than likely, you're not going to find the love of your life in, next door. So
outside the Cubs game or something like that. Yeah. But anyway, tell us about are you talking about moving in together yet? Are we probably still a little early for that? Have you broached the subject or?
Oh, of course we have.
Okay.
Of course we have. Yeah, so I'm not going crazy. I think it's helpful to have some time. I'd like 4 seasons. That way you kind of have a mix of everything. And but we spend so much time together. We're practically moved in. So, but officially, that's on the horizon for sure.
Nice.
For sure.
The best part of my job is to see people in the beginning. I remember our first call like it was yesterday, because we had 2 of them or maybe 3 of them. I don't even remember. And then now you're like totally in a great place. It's so nice to see that change.
Yeah.
So, dude, I'm excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I got to tell you, I was skeptical because I had done other stuff like this, and I went, man, do I really need to do this? But if you're serious about finding that one person so you can have, a nice life with someone that you want to, totally worth it, hands down.
Because, hey, look what's coming up. Marriage and kids, like, it's got to be the right person. If you want to go down that route in life, you got to be sure that you're choosing the right person. And I believe that, pretty quickly. I knew with Emily really quickly that I just knew it was a great match. So it seems like it's a very similar thing with you guys as well. So
yeah, you kind of know.
You kind of know.
They stand out, especially when you have a lot of it. You date a lot. It's like, well, this person is clearly different. Yeah, that's so cool.
There was one date, and it's great how you guys help clarify, because there was one date where we didn't match at all. And, it was just so nice to know, like, I don't match with you at all. Goodbye.
Nah, I'm out.
I love it.
Yeah. And you know what? A lot of men they'll, when they don't really understand the process, they'll get stuck on that person and think that's the best I can get. I'm going to settle. And having like this community and seeing that, like, there's a lot of options out there. Mega dating, right? You can just move on quickly and understand that you can find somebody who's more fitted for you, right?
Yeah.
So,
and the one thing too about the financial portion, because I know some people would squabble at that or look at that, it pays for itself in the dates that you save yourself. Totally.
Yeah. Stop dinner dates.
Time in the dates you save yourself, hands down.
That's all Emily from her experiment, for sure. And there's a reason why we don't do dinner dates. And these days in 2025, $200, $250, who knows? Chicago, your market, just as expensive as San Francisco,
Yep.
So,
Well, good. Well, we're
Awesome.
so happy for you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, keep us updated. You know, obviously it's a forever membership. Text us when you know, DM us when you guys move in. I really want to hear about that.
Yeah, I will, and then I'll let you guys know about anything else that comes up, and I'll probably still, and I think I have some calls left with some calls available, so I'll probably have
100%.
some in the near future.
That, and then also if you do end up joining Relationships Decoded, you can roll those in. So if you ever wanted to use them in a different capacity.
Yep, for sure.
They never expire, basically.
They never expire. Either way. Yep.
Okay, cool. That sounds good.
All right, David. Congrats, man. What a big win.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that you put your faith in emlovz and look where you're at today, man.
So
Yeah,
cool.
I really appreciate it. It's thanks to you two. You guys do put together a really good program. So I'm happy.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, man.
Have a great rest of your day. Thanks, David.
Bye, guys.
All right, guys.